Well, welcome back, and there we go. There was the mini Raz. I've updated it all on the main page, and there are 9 spots remaining. I will put up another mini soon to try and get that break under control, and we can move onwards and upwards. So, the important announcement. Look, where do I start? Oh, hello. Not leaning on the camera cable for a start. Classic Jamie. So, just over 13 months ago, myself and the great man Matthew Costello had a bit of a talk and decided that wouldn't it be a bit of fun to do some breaking of our own for a local club for the northwest of Tasmania to, I don't know, razz up the, I don't know why I use the word razz, but anyway, just to stir up the popularity or the camaraderie of collecting not only basketball cards, but AFL, WWE, Major League Baseball, whatever we've broken. And, you know, after a bit of negotiating, Matt said, well, I'll help you start off and get some boxes in and we'll see how it goes. We had I suppose I had the goal of maybe getting, 30 members and maybe doing a break once every, 2 or 3 weeks. That'd be a bit of fun. Bearing in mind, back then, we were picking up boxes of Hoops retail for about $85, thereabouts. We were even picking up boxes of 1920 Prism for just under $200. How times have changed. I even went to Melbourne in November last year and said, no, I'm not buying a box of Hoops Hobby for $200. That's too much. If only we had the opportunity to do that again. But that just goes to show the popularity and the change of, collecting. It's more than just collecting now. There's a lot of people out there to make money. There's a lot of predators out there to try and make money, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. It's bad if you're trying to collect someone whose value is going up, but it does help with the availability of collecting. I don't agree with all of it, but we're all in it for the love of the cardboard, hence Cardboard Life was born. We sit here 13 months on, just over. It was the 26th of November when I started this page. It's now the 28th of December the following year. We have racked up 119 members, with the majority of those on the northwest coast of Tasmania. There are a few, there's a couple from interstate, a couple from Launceston and Hobart, and each and every one of those members is a valuable commodity to this group. We've also broken just as many, or had just as many breaks. I did a quick calculation just before coming on here tonight, and I think we've broken between 110 and 120 breaks, ranging, like I said before, NBA, AFL, NFL, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, of course, WWE out of left field. We've even done Avengers and Star Wars. You name it, we've pretty much broken it. And as one member, young Khan Riley, once said when we were all in a little bit of a lockdown, if you broke a table, I would buy spots. And that was very, very true. And this is, again, when you could pick up boxes at a reasonable price. I never ever guessed how, or realised how time-consuming running a club or being a breaker or whatever you call what I do takes. And for the best part of that year, I was able to cope with it. I was able to do 3, 4, 5 breaks in a week sometimes. And yes, I was a bit tardy getting cards out. And, sometimes you did have to wait a bit longer. But what a lot of people don't realise about the whole side of, back of house, whatever you want to call it, behind the scenes side of it is the amount of time it takes to not only do the break, then sort the cards, sleeve the cards, top load the cards, box them up or whatever I do and get them out to you. It does take a little bit of time, but I do humbly apologise for those of you who feel that they've had to wait longer than necessary. And a case in point on that one is the current NFL one that I did about 2 weeks ago, which still haven't got to Mind Games, but they will be there in the next couple of days. And finances. Finances have changed somewhat. Before I was able to get 4 or 5 boxes for a reasonable price and was able to cope with, maybe Afterpay or whatever it took to get those boxes in. It's not quite that easy anymore, and funds are a little bit tight, hence I haven't been able to order as much variety of late. And I know that, the general consensus I think, or I get, is that Chronicles and to a lesser degree Illusions is a little bit meh. It's a little bit, we're over that sort of thing. But unfortunately at the moment, that's pretty much what I've got as, not as stocking fillers. Stop hitting the bloody camera, Jamie. But as something that I like to put in so that, everyone gets some cards. I'm not in it to do a break where there's a dozen to 20 cards and 3 or 4 or 5 people don't get a single card out of a break. I don't like that. I like to put something of value in there, even if it might be meh. But that's why I've kept hold of a fair bit of Chronicles and Illusions to try and mix it up and give value for money, because that's what I've always tried to do from day one. Is I've tried to have the cheapest breaks. I've tried to give people opportunity to get a chance at cards that they may not have once upon a time been able to have a chance of getting. A few of you have commented, "Hey, are you sure that price is right? Doesn't seem enough." Well, that's what I do. I'm not in it for the money. I never have been, never will be, and I've only ever been in it for the club. Which brings me to my next point, is I feel that right here, right now, I've let a few people down through myself being, what's the word I'm looking for? Not unapproachable, but distant. I've made some really great friends, and I'm talking lifelong friends in this club. Guys I would never have, or gals, who I would never have perhaps met, or never have had a beer, or a drink, or a banter with before. And that's my payoff, is these people that I've been able to meet. Yes, I had some of my close friends with me in the club to start with, but I've got several people who have made my life better for them being in it. And I know that sounds a bit, chick flicky, but anyway, it's a true story. 2 people that I feel like I've let down is the 2 admins that I appointed in Bus and Popeye, because of all the people I've been distant to, those 2 probably are the biggest ones that I have been, and I humbly apologise to both of you guys if you're watching this. Bus, you've been a lifelong friend for many, many years, mate, and I couldn't do this without you, just like Popeye has become one of my closest friends since starting this group up. And mate, you and your family are a marvellous bunch, and again, couldn't imagine life without you. And that doesn't mean that the rest of you out there, I don't feel the same way about it. It's just that obviously those two guys I work fairly closely with or have done in the past. And kudos to them. There are many other people like Khan, who I'd never met before, Michael Kerr, who's been a big help as well, Justin Roberts, Nathan. Look, the list goes on and on and on. Of course, Matt Costello, I couldn't have even done this without his input. Dennis. Look, I could name names. Sean, Jared, Brandon. It goes on and on and on. I can't list everyone. I would have to list out 119 names, and I don't have time or can't remember every single person, and I humbly apologise, but every single member in this club means a whole hell of a lot to me. And the other people I want to say sorry to are the people who have been waiting for our catch-up or trade night. That's something I've let slip on multiple occasions. Obviously, we snuck one in pre-COVID, and it was a hell of a night. It was a great night, and we should have had one a lot earlier than me trying to organise one now. But we will organise one for January. I can guarantee you we will be having a trade night in January. So for all those people, I apologise. To Woody, I'll put you in there, mate. I apologise for not getting the last two cards out to you for your Donruss collection. They are here ready to go for you, brother. I can't apologise for the Dallas Cowboys. They are just trash, mate. Sorry about that. So, the whole purpose of this announcement is to say, I'm sorry to all members. I'm sorry to all admins for what I would consider dropping the ball with the club. The club's brought so much enjoyment, so much entertainment, so much even bonding with my kids. Jordan helped me in streaming. I'd never streamed anything before in my life, and Jordan helped me get on the board there. And of course, how could we possibly forget my wingman, the lesser known Curry brother, Jack, who's very excited by Steph being back and getting the win today over the Bulls. Very, very excited young man he was. So from here, I know some people might have considered this was going to be perhaps the end. They were considering this could be goodbye. It might be me stepping down, but in fact it's the opposite. It is me saying, I've dropped the ball and I'm so sorry, guys. But this club's going to get bigger. It's going to get better. And your person here behind the camera is getting back up on the horse. Because I want to get back to where this club sat 3-4 months ago. As, quite frankly, I believe the best group in Tasmania. And with the demise of a few other pages around the country, I think we're one of the best going around. Because I know we've got the best damn members a guy could ever dream to know and be a part of. So moving forward into 2021, Cardboard Life is going to blow the minds of everyone. As I say, I'm going to continue to keep the prices down. I'm going to continue to make sure that the priority is the members and not money. And we're going to make this a lot of fun. We're going to get regular catch-ups. We're going to get regular competitions. We're going to get regular stuff to make sure you guys want to be part of this. Because without you, there is no Cardboard Life. It's as simple as that. And what started out as a little, yeah, that'll be a bit of fun, means more to me than anyone could possibly realise. So that's the sombre part out of the way. We're going to get back up on the horse. We're going to move on, and I'm going to put another res up for the NBA break. We're going to get that one done. I've promised a certain person who will remain nameless, but he might be a Boston Celtics fan, that once that one's done, we will get some more Court Kings in. So that's and look, my door is always open. My Facebook Messenger is always open. If you want me to do something in particular, if you want me to get a particular box in, within reason, Jared, I will do that. There'll be no flawless at $5,000 a spot. No, that will not happen. Because without you guys, we would probably never have done WWE. And now look at it. My God, it's a monster. It's pretty much the third ranked type of breaks we do. And closing in on, big time on number 2. So there you go. And I do still have a box of Undisputed and Chrome up my sleeve there. So, from the bottom of my heart, guys, my sorry state is out there in the open. And my commitment to you guys is to make this club even better. Even better. And you are family. And that's what this is all about. It's all about family and looking after each other. And I know there's been so much, and I've seen it firsthand, so much generosity between members that's never been asked for, that goes unacknowledged, that members will give me cards and say, hey, can you give this to such and such? Just even simply the guys out there who've, when I've dropped cards off to them, have said, hey, I've got a couple of Steph Currys for Jack. Now, they might be worth a couple of dollars, but I tell you what, they're worth a hell of a lot more to that little kid. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But it's not just Jack that gets them. There are people that get cards that they don't necessarily ask for. They don't necessarily think they're going to get. But that's what we do here. And whether it's a Kobe Bryant showstopper or a Carmella auto or a bunch of Tyler Herros, every single one is received with the love it is intended for. So I thank you for being the best damn cardboard family this guy could ever ask for. So from me tonight, that is a big piece out. A big thank you for the last 13 months. And a big look out what's coming for the next 13 months. Hopefully pricing will settle. I don't know if it's going to diminish, but hopefully it will settle. And we'll be able to get a little bit more variety back in what we do. So please stay safe. If this is the last time I talk to you online, if the break doesn't sell out before the new year, stay safe, stay well, and get ready for a big 2021 as far as cardboard life goes. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. And watch this space because, yeah, it's only going to get even better, even more fun, and a lot more ring-a-ling-dingers. Alright guys, from me, it's a big peace out. Happy New Year to you all.